Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Stay Tuned Laura. I'm Laura, obviously. Alright guys, I want to welcome you back to another video. Now, today I want to talk about a recent commission that I've done for a new client of mine. And you guys know the drill, I'm going to be keeping my clients anonymous. So yeah, just for privacy reasons. Now, full disclosure, this is a new different type of video that I'm working on, or video type I should say, right? So hopefully you enjoy it. And before I go ahead and show you my coloring process for my client, I did want to clarify that he asked for a flyer and he also asked for just like of the model, like a vector of the model. So yeah, I won't keep you guys in any more suspense. Let's go ahead and take a look at that coloring process. Oh, and just to clarify, this was done in Photoshop. Alright guys, so I guess just to clarify, I did do the line work in a different program. I believed I did it in Prism, and for whatever reason I wasn't able to record it. Oh, that's right. It's because I did not have this system where I could actually record my screen, and now I figured that out, got it, and yeah, I do apologize if you wanted to see the line work. I will do that in the future, that is duly noted, and that is my bad. But yeah, what I'm doing right now is I'm actually going around and I'm selecting just the skin, so that way I can color it without the skin color tone touching anything else. You see that? So yeah, that's actually very helpful. There's other ways to isolate certain areas, like when you're coloring, you're drawing, but I found this to be like the easiest way. Although very annoying to select everything, I do prefer it this way for now. I will in the future probably look into other ways of doing this. I believe I've tried before, but man, I did not have the patience for more than 3 steps. Just wanted to let you know what I'm doing so that way you guys don't feel lost and Laura, what the heck are you doing tracing all these lines, and why you're coloring the skin like this. Well, this is why, guys. Now, this is actually a commission that was done for a client, a new client of mine. He owns, or I'm not sure if he owns a club, but I think he runs certain events at clubs called Let's Get Emo. And he actually contacted me asking me if I could draw his friend, who she looks pretty much like this. I digress. Yeah, I just wanted to let you know what's going on. And right now what I'm doing, I'm selecting, the color, the part of the eye that has color, so that way it doesn't, mess up the pupil too much. And I'm adding in some shading. The reason why I did 2 different eye colors, I'm not sure, but I don't know why. I just had a really good feeling that I should do this. And right now I'm actually selecting again the ears. I reduced the opacity so that way I could see what I'm doing, right? And here I'm going into the eyebrows. Yeah, just go ahead and fill those in. Now I'm doing the eyeshadow, and honestly the eyeshadow just made everything pop, huh? I'm selecting the skin again on the legs. The reason why I'm doing this is because I'm actually gonna be coloring in her leggings, as you will see shortly. Alright, what I did there is I went in with a low opacity on the brush color, so that way you can have more of an authentic mesh, see-through kind of thing, for the leggings, you know what I mean? The model did have tears, so that's what I'm doing right now, in case you were wondering, Laura, what the heck are you doing those weird lines for? This was actually an annoying part for me as well. I'm just going in with the eraser here, and I'm trying to add nice clean swipes that don't seem too out of place. That's why I keep doing it over and over, because some of them are just no. Alright, and here I'm selecting the shorts so that way I can get that out of the way, get that situated. Again, those tiny crevices the O-rings are really tedious to get into. Yeah, I just went ahead and colored the shorts all black, and I'm actually gonna do the same process here with the top. Ooh, and my favorite part here, random, but my favorite part was actually working on that lipstick right there. I added that shine there. That's actually my favorite part. Now here we have one of the hardest things that I've had to trace here in this line work, the boots. Man, as you can see, there's like little holes everywhere, like for the buckles. So in the actual metal parts of the boot, I'm trying to get in the darks and the lights, you know what I mean? Because, obviously buckles are mostly like metal. So yeah, I needed to give it that metal-like feel, Now here I'm adding some shine just for a little razzle-dazzle, you know what I mean? Again, for the realistic look. Next thing I started to do was the hair. Yep. Again, another tedious tracing all over our model's dreads here. I'm not sure if the model's wearing dreads, or I believe they're just braids. I think they're just braids. She did have like bluish black hair, so the bottom of the hair was dyed. Obviously I accentuated the blue in for this poster, right? Because I did want to give it more like, again, pizzazz, more razzle dazzle to this. So yeah, I try to do like a little bit of an ombre look to it, just a little bit, nothing crazy, right? And here I go, adding last minute texture. I'm not entirely sure why I didn't just draw them out on paper. It might have been easier that way. And as you can tell, sometimes I do like erase my lines and do it again and again, and that's just because I don't want the braids to come out like strange looking, like you see those in the back. Yeah, I didn't want them to like not look like that. The ones in the back of the neck look very clean, so if I go over and over, I am just kind of being a perfectionist about the line work. By the way, I apologize if you hear any background noise. Actually, this was probably my least favorite process of this drawing. Obviously because line works, I wanted to make sure I could get it as clean as possible, and also because it's just so darn time consuming, honestly. But hey, honestly, I'm stoked of how it came out. Right there you could see I redid a braid because the texture just did not come out right. It kind of looked like a scale for some reason, like a snake, and I was like, okay, no, that doesn't look like a braid. So I went back and I redid it. But yeah, this was my least favorite part of the process. And actually, getting the tiny parts of the braids, like towards the end of the braids was, man, that was kind of torture. So small, and I couldn't psych off, obviously. It was smaller, and I just wanted it to look good, and I wanted to make sure that my clients were happy. It's crazy though, because I actually sped this video up quite a bit, and you could still see like the length. You could still feel the length of like how long this hairstyle took me to complete, But I mean, that's not really a complaint, guys. Like when I say something was like the hardest part, like my least favorite part, that's not necessarily a complaint. That's just me being honest, me being like straightforward about, the things that I really liked about the process and things that I really didn't like. So yeah. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it came out looking really freaking cool, as you can see here. I really liked it. And sometimes when you do like a really hard part, it ends up being like probably the best thing, like one of your favorite parts of this. And the hair was definitely one of my favorite things about this drawing. Alright, there you go. I'm back in action apparently. So what I'm doing here is I am highlighting the rings of the garter belts. Again, I've said this many times, I don't like those tiny little areas, but oh well. Not really a complaint, like I said. So once I get that colored, I'm gonna go ahead and actually like fill them in with that nice gray color, and then I'm gonna add, just like the belt buckles, I'm gonna add some shading and some highlights to it. Alright, I'm finally going in, and I'm finally gonna get started on the actual garter belts, and I left that like as one of the last things I had to do.
It's better not to hurt my feelings. Sometimes it's just better to let me go.
Yeah, I went with just a little bit lighter for the garter belts because I did want them to stick out a little bit, you know? And I did want the shorts to be like really dark and the top too, so I think I made a wise choice on that. There I go, fixing those indiscrepancies right there, or discrepancies, sorry. Alright guys, and here we have the final product. I do apologize that you couldn't see like a process video on, you know, the background being done as well. I was actually having a hard time figuring out how to do the background in a sense. So I was actually going back and forth with my client and I didn't really want to record that, you know what I mean? And also, to be fair, I forgot to record it after we like finalized on a decision. So I really apologize about that. But yeah, hopefully you guys like this end product. It was a lot of fun and hopefully you guys like this new style of video. It's different, but I think it's really cool. It did take me quite some time to edit this or to figure out how to edit this all together, but now that I got it down, I mean, I could definitely see myself continuing to do this style of videos. Alright, there you guys have it. What do you guys think? Full disclosure again, this was done over like a period of 5 hours straight, so yeah, that's not including the tracing, by the way. And again, on the note of the tracing, I do apologize that I did not record my, my actual drawing process. So what I did was my friend, or my client, I'm sorry, my client sent me a photo of one of his friends who was dressed just like, you know, like she's the model basically of this flyer. So yeah, he wanted her to look, you know, as is, but in like anime form, obviously, right? So I was like, you know what, that sounds fun. So I went ahead and I did that, and yeah, obviously some stuff was a little exaggerated, like the hair color and stuff. I just wanted to make it pop more, right? Because this is a flyer. I did want to mention that this was, like I said, like over a period of 5 hours of coloring. So obviously I had to speed this up because I highly doubt you guys have the patience to watch like every second of that 5 hour video like as is, you know what I mean, like at the natural speed. So yeah, obviously this is sped up, and I hope you guys feel like I talked enough, right, in the voiceover of this video. So yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? Do you guys like this new like style? I mean, I guess even if you don't really like it, it doesn't really matter because I like it. It was a little bit challenging figuring out, you know, how to piece together like, you know, my voice recording and like on top of my like time-lapse video, right? So yeah, but I mean, now that I got it down, it's basically like buckitas, you know what I mean? So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it, and again, if you don't, that's too bad. Oh, and before I go, I actually did want to say that the reason why I didn't record the background was actually because like my process of doing the background. The reason why I didn't record that was because I was actually having a really hard time with the lighting. Like usually like, you know, it's not a big deal, but man, this file is really large and my brushes weren't coming out like as clean as I liked them to. So I was like, oh, okay, I had to take, you know, like a couple steps back, and I had to, you know, figure out what it was I needed to do. Thankfully, you know, I got that down. It's just that once that happened, I honestly completely forgot to press record on the program that allows, you know, the screen recording process. So yeah, sorry. Next time that won't happen, so yay. Alright guys, well, this concludes this week's video. I genuinely hope you guys like it, and I genuinely hope that, you know, this new schedule doesn't really bother you guys. I did plan to, you know, like I said in my previous video, do a video once a week, and I'm not going to be posting animation videos for a few months just so I can catch up, and then, you know, obviously I'll show you guys again, right? So hopefully that's fine. I'm going to be, you know, like really busy getting like all that down. So yeah, hopefully this video was satisfactory, and I am gonna like take my time recording these weekly videos for you guys. So yeah, hopefully, you know, like I said, it's satisfactory, and hopefully you feel like the quality of the videos are better. I think so, but yeah. Yeah, you have any like comments or anything like that, let me know, obviously, in the comment section. I will reply to you as soon as I can. I'm a very busy woman, so yeah. Alright guys, I want to thank you, like always, for staying tuned. I want to thank you for your endless support. I love every single one of my supporters, my followers. Thank you, thank you. And I will see you guys again next week. Bye.